Rajat Sethi, how do you read the move? Clearly, you affirm that this is clearly not the best move that the government could have made. Maybe it's political compulsions. But do you reckon that this time around, because you see that the government is trying to foment a Mandal 2.0 of sorts, which includes the caste calculations in it, is it possible for the BJP, keeping in mind the current caste calculations?
See, there has been a degree of perversity around reservations that have come in, especially if you talk about OBC reservation. Rohini Commission is a case in point. The sub-categorization of OBCs is important, and the benefits of reservation within the OBC has to be more democratized. Same goes with the Dalit reservation and tribal reservation also. We are seeing that families, specific families of Dalit community, are only taking away all the benefits of reservation. Can BJP or does BJP have the spine to actually correct all the injustices that have crept into the reservation system? I will 100% come out and support. And this is what I'm saying, that you need to come out and put it in as clear terms as possible so that you can at least ensure that your base, which stood in principally opposing this very shabby thought process of the Congress party and their ilk on caste census, that can at least be addressed. And I'm saying, broke the ceiling, 50% break the ceiling, take it to as to whatever level you want to, as long as justice to the truly underprivileged communities of our country are served. It cannot be that the Yadavs take away all the political, educational, and economic benefits over and over and over again. And we are seeing symbols like Tejasvi Yadav hogging in the face and taking away all the political benefits that come out of reservation. Okay. That is something that I'm opposed to, and I believe that BJP should do this extra exercise so that its core narrative that Hindu Samaj cannot be broken down under caste lines.
We're just
yes, if there are injustices, they have to be addressed in the face.
We're giving out figures because clearly the government has listened to what the national perspective is right now, Ashutosh. The Mood of the Nation survey, which was carried out, and you can see through the course of 3 surveys, from 59%, it went up to 74%, and at 69%. Possibly 7 in 10 people in India believe that a caste survey needs to happen. So quickly the government has taken that feedback at the back of the RSS outreach program. The fact, Ashutosh, is that the Prime Minister and the BJP somersaulted, and they do it very quickly. Can the Congress now come up with a new narrative, and how do they now go ahead from where they stand?
See, Preeti, I think it's easy to take the name of a Yadav and say they are hogging all the limelights of reservation and everything. But what about those who thousands of years have been hogging all the privileges, all the benefits, everything? Have they ever said sorry for this? Have they ever indulged into any kind of penance? No, they will not. Because it's easy to target a Yadav, it's easy to target a Kurmi, it's easy to target a Paswan, it's easy to target these people. See, the sense of entitlement in a particular class in this country is so big that when the question of reservation is raised, they talk about merits. As if the Dalits and the OBC, they do not have merit. But what kind of entitlement is this? This is the different kind of entitlement, and that has to be condemned. Openly, it should be condemned. So that only this merit is only belongs to the upper caste. Merit is only belongs to the upper caste among the upper caste. What kind of nonsense is this? Was Baba Saheb Ambedkar not meritorious? So this whole logic has to go.
Okay.
First of all, and for all, let me tell you this. This caste census is just the beginning. This caste census will go to demand, and the ceiling of the 50% will be broken. If the government does it, good enough. Otherwise, it will go further. And this reservation should also go into the private sector. That is where it is going to lead.
And that's where I draw that question from. There might be political math behind it right now, Amitabh Tiwari, but this is opening a Pandora's box. You don't know where we are going to go. You don't know what the opposition is going to tip the scales to now.
Of course, I mean, earlier the BJP was opposed to it precisely because of this reason, but I agree with Ashutosh ji that it will not stop here. What will you do with the data which comes out?
Exactly.
I mean, yesterday I was listening to Yogendra Yadav ji on your show. Most of the things which this survey will bring out is already known. One is that the OBC population is anywhere between 41 to 51% or even higher. Second is that the upper OBCs and the privileged Dalits among the SCs have pocketed large portion of the benefit of reservation. This is already known, correct? It's just that the census will come out with exact numbers of the population. Now, it sets the base for breaking the ceiling of 50%. The next step, and the BJP perhaps could do it even before 2029, or put it in its manifesto and fight the elections of 2029 on the promise that it would break the ceiling. Then after that, what happens? It opens up Pandora's box. Then there would be demand of, because see, reservation in government jobs are few and very few at the moment. There are many government positions which are vacant. So ultimately the demand will then probably go to implementing this for in private sector jobs. Chirag Paswan is already demanding it, is already saying, and is one of the key allies of the BJP. So where it will stop is fairly difficult to say. For electoral gains, BJP has taken this risk. It is contrary to what their original position was, that they were trying to unite all the subcastes of Hindus amongst the larger Hindutva umbrella. Now this will lead to further strengthening the caste identities and people voting
True.
more and more on caste lines, largely on the caste of the candidates.
True.
And this
So what
definitely
comes off?
the urban middle class support base of the
Right.